Welcome, everyone, to this brand new edition of 5 Round MMA. My name is Alex Ramirez, alongside my co-host, Albert Cita. I was pointing at Albert and saying my name, but I'm Alex Ramirez. He's Albert Cita. This is 5 Round MMA. Thank you all for tuning in this week, whether you're listening to us on audio format or if you're watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Or if you're catching our snippets on TikTok.
Yep. Albert and I are still...
it's funny. I haven't really touched that platform until you put us on TikTok. And so I've been using TikTok now. And I think I'm getting it.
Should I apologize? Or
maybe. I mean, I saw a lot of the crate challenges.
Milk crate challenges.
And I swear, at this point, I don't care who's listening to me. They know me better than I know myself. They started putting Disneyland things on
your feed
TikTok. I was like, how do you know I like Disneyland?
They listen to you.
They know, bro.
Your phone is always on. They're tracking you.
Whatever. You know what? I would complain, but I kind of like seeing.
But it's good content. Right? It's content you want to see. No, professional wrestling and then Disneyland, right?
Yeah. That's my mixture right now.
Wow, this week's show, we got a lot to talk about in the world of mixed martial arts and professional wrestling. All Out this week.
Woo-wee.
Probably the biggest show in professional wrestling history. According to Tony Schiavone. No, definitely one of the biggest shows of the year so far. Most anticipated, I think, since it was been announced, and the debuts and returns of certain wrestlers. So we'll get into that. I think we'll dedicate 2 rounds to that. And it could be some potential surprise debuts as well. UFC 268 announced. Ooh. It's going to be a stacked card in the world's most famous arena in Madison Square Garden. That's what we're going to talk about too. Also talk about Khabib. Just maybe talking a little too much and ruining his rep. Sometimes the microphone is not your friend,
it's your
right,
worst
Albert?
enemy.
Yeah. Sometimes, hey man, just sit back.
Shut up.
Yeah, I think he's doing more talking now than he did when he fought, right?
Yeah.
And also, speaking of talking, we're talking about the oversaturation of commentators in UFC wrestling and also in sports in general.
Just an entertainment in general.
Sometimes
bro.
too many people in the booth is a bad thing. So, but before we get started, I see something staring at me across the way. So the figure game, Albert, your fig game's getting pretty up there.
Yeah. So this guy was hard to get. So
who was this guy?
This I have here holding in my hand. It's the Macho Man Randy Savage, Series 11 Elite Collection. But it's not just any Macho Man. This is the cream of the crop Macho Man. So if you're not watching YouTube, Macho Man cut a very famous promo holding a little creamer cup. So this figurine, he's holding the little creamer cup.
Creamer cup.
Yeah, thank you. And if you're a fan of the show, you would remember when Guillermo used to jump on the podcast. We would always end the podcast with "We're the cream of the crop," which is a reference to this promo. Real quick, I'm the type of guy that I refuse to pay oversell prices. I refuse. Sometimes I believe in that figure fate. If it's not meant to be, I'm not gonna find it.
You don't go on the secondhand market and look for something. Like if you couldn't find that at retail price, you wouldn't go online and try and buy it from somebody who marks it up like 10, 20, 30%.
Exactly. It just wasn't meant to be. I'm just that type of guy. Unless it's something very valuable to me, some of the Rangers I pay maybe $2 over, but even then, that's not even that ridiculous. So I'm just that type of collector. So I was on the hunt for this guy, and I was about to quit. I found him at a Target, not nearby, but I found him at a Target nearby. So I'm super stoked on this figure. I did say every single time I'm not going to tell every single purchase I do because I do I did the skateboards and stuff, and I don't think people care about that. Yeah. But whenever I do a unique purchase, I will show you guys what I got. Yeah. So this is actually really high on my collection, by the way.
Yeah, I think if you ask me, if you ask Albert, who, if not, this is probably the single greatest professional wrestler in the history is.
Yeah,
Macho Man's up there.
If he's not 1, he's definitely 2.
And
all time.
I can't. When you first showed me that figure, when it got first announced, they made a figure just based on a promo from the guy.
If that doesn't tell you,
based on a promo, just a single promo of how good Macho Man was, that's proof enough. And I think obviously because, like they said, only the winners get to rewrite history. Mm-hmm. Since a lot of his stuff happened in WCW and WWE, they own a lot of his stuff. I think his his history gets kind of pushed down to the bottom a lot. We got rumor, who knows why, but I think at the end of the day, the cream does rise to the top. And when you stack him up against any other elite wrestler you can think of at the moment or in the history, Macho Man's up there.
Till this day, I have not seen a performer that's comparable to him.
Yeah, and that's something
never. Until this day, I still haven't seen someone like that.
You go all the boxes, he checks each and every one of them.
Kenny Omega, who I think is just the dude, he's still again. You can have all the wrestling, all the charisma, but this guy had a total package, bro. Like he had me in the palm of his hand, bro.
Yeah, so, and he crossed over. He bled over to the pop culture, which is I think every wrestler's dream is to bleed over to the pop culture. Once you get into that realm of, I may not watch wrestling, but I know that's Macho Man, and he's a wrestler. Then you are forever enshrined. I don't watch wrestling, but that's Hogan. I don't watch wrestling, but that's The Rock. I don't watch wrestling, but that's Cena. I don't watch wrestling, but that's who's I missing now or whatever, Stone
Bautista.
Cold. Stone Cold. I don't know Bautista. But
don't act like Bautista isn't known in the streets,
he's not.
Bro.
He's not. Unless he's not coming up as Drax. Somebody knows who he is. All right, so let's get started. Actually, no, you know what? Before we do that, I want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Macho Man got me thinking all kind of confused here. This week's show is brought to you by Foxhound Fuel and Wildbar. Foxhound Fuel, train hard, stay sharp. Go to foxhoundfuel.com and get not one or two or maybe all three of their workout formulas. You got a ready pre-workout formula, a during hydration formula, and a post-recovery workout formula here. All natural ingredients. 3 different unique flavors. So if you want to mix them up all 3 into your regimen, they all taste great and individually taste great. Or if you want to do individually, they got matcha green tea, coconut, and also the turmeric is like a strawberry lemonade flavor. It's really good. Like I said, it's all natural ingredients, no jittery feelings. It's help you get ready, help you stay ready, and also help you recover for your workouts. Go to foxhoundfuel.com and enter promo code 5MMA for 25% off your order. And a big thank you to Wild Bar, the protein bar for wild energy. Eat instinctively. Wild Bar, 3 good flavors, blueberry, cherry, and pineapple. Albert has a box of cherry in his hands.
I ran out of the sample they gave us, so I ordered my own. I got the cherry in my other one, pineapple. So, but right now I'm digging the cherry, so I opened up the cherry ones first, bro. It's they're good, bro.
Albert's opening up. He's showing a half empty box.
I just got this box. I think I got like 2 left, and I still got the other box to open. But
it's all natural,
these are awesome.
Local ingredients. That's stuff that you can pronounce. That you can read it. I know what that is. It's nutrient dense bars. Paleo, vegan friendly, no refined sugars. It's, again, 3 great flavors, blueberry, pineapple, and cherry. Go to wildbar.co, enter promo code 5RoundMMA15 for 15% off your order. And if you're in the Bay Area in California, they have the growing list of stores that are carrying it too, and that's on the website as well. Or, of course, they do shipping as well. So, again, wildbar.co, promo code 5RoundMMA15 for 15% off your order. Albertita, let's get started with round number 1, shall we? So, UFC Fight Night was a tough finale, happened this past weekend here.
Yeah.
Okay, pretty good fights.
I thought they were really good fights. The guys I wanted to win did not win. I don't know about you, but, like, the 2 guys I won annoyed me throughout the whole show. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a straight hater, but probably. I did not like their backstory. They gave me some John Jones vibes, like that fake, too goody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was going for the other guys. They lost.
We'll see how it goes out. I mean, like you said, the Ultimate Fighter has a history of people winning a certain weight class and going to different weight classes.
And then some guys that didn't win it end up being like superstars from it. So
we'll see. But the biggest news that came from Saturday's show was the announcement of UFC 268 taking place in the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. As a professional wrestling fan, as a boxing fan, as a combat sports fan, Madison Square Garden is where it's at. And I hate to admit it because I'm born on the West Coast, California. I think California, LA is where it's at. But you got to give respect's due. MSG has a history of it all, and whenever any organization has an event in MSG, they tend to stack it. And this card is stacked to the gills, as you like to say, Albert.
Just 3 right here. I don't even think we have to scroll down.
Welterweight championship. Kamal Usman defends against.
I've been waiting for this
the
one.
number one villain or hero, depending whatever point of view you're coming from. Colby Covington, co-main event. Rose Namajunas defends her championship against Zhang Wei. I'm pretty sure
I'll butcher that.
Name,
I'm not even going to try it.
which is a remake. It was a rematch.
Yeah. Because Zhang believes it was an early stoppage. I don't know what fight she was watching, but that was not early stoppage. Rose put it on her.
Grudge match: Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. I like it.
This whole card should be called. You know how they used to like name them?
Yeah.
This is straight up like Bad Blood, right?
Like UFC 260 Bad Blood.
Because dude, we got Bad Blood here. She thinks it was an early stoppage. Gaethje for some reason hates Chandler. Luke Rockhold, he's a heel. Come on, who doesn't hate on Luke Rockhold?
That one is like the complete like the working man Sean Strickland, who's like, I don't even want to. I'm a fighter because I have to survive. Against the
Ric
model,
Flair,
the
Luke
model,
Rockhold.
the model,
yeah,
Luke Rockhold.
the model. Rick Martel, Luke Rockhold.
This match was just announced. The next two matches, Jermaine Duramity against Irene Aldana, big time matchup. Ooh. Aldana's on the cusp of becoming a star, I think, in the division. If she gets past Duramity,
and I think Duramity has her back against the wall.
Yeah,
I think it's a must win.
And of course, you can't have a fight on the East Coast without either Frankie Edgar or Chris Weidman.
I don't think you can go to the East Coast and talk MMA unless you say the words Frankie Edgar.
Yeah, I mean, the East Coast, I mean that greater New York, New Jersey area. Yeah. You got to have either Frankie Edgar or Chris Weidman.
The Jersey King, Frankie Edgar.
Weidman's still hurt, recovering from his horrific leg injury. So we'll get Frankie Edgar in here.
You know what? I'm actually pretty excited for this bout for two reasons. One, Frankie Edgar just doesn't want to die. And it's just, I mean, you got to get credit for that. The second thing is, I want to know if Vera's the truth, homie. Like, this is a perfect way to see where they're at. If it was just really what everyone thought it was, or maybe he really is the real deal.
And then rounding off the main card, Al Iaquinta, which is another East Coast guy, East Coast you can have on there.
Number one, I think he's the number one real estate guy in the East Coast.
if you need real estate advice in the greater New Jersey area, call Al Iaquinta. Against local to us,
our boy
Bobby Green, former guest on this show here. Dude, what a that Al Iaquinta versus Bobby Green, just because they know they're gonna throw down. Let's put them together. I love it. UFC, man. Ooh, I got goosebumps already on this fight. This whole card.
I mean, like I said, if they're gonna charge me $70, this is what you honestly have to give me.
And so
I think the last two pay-per-views I didn't order one and I split one.
Yeah.
But it's because, dude, you charge me $7. You got to stack it like that.
Yeah. So UFC 268 scheduled to take place November 6th. I'm praying this whole card stays intact because this is again stacked to the gills, man. So many stories. I'm sure when we get closer, we'll do a preview here, but I can't even think of a. I don't know where to start, man.
Yeah, I'm just excited for every single bout. Like you said, I hope they all stay healthy. I hope they're all smart in training camp and we see all the way through.
Go scroll back down to Frankie Edgar's photo. What the hell is up with Frankie Edgar's photo, man? He looks like he hasn't got a haircut like in a year.
Bro, the beaches were closed for a while. There's no reason to...
That is a horrible photo of Frankie Edgar on the UFC website. I'm used to Frankie Edgar all nice and clean and cut.
I was going to say, I don't think... For a while, I don't think you ever saw Frankie Edgar without a lineup.
He always had a clean, nice, tapered, line. What the hell?
Like,
he has like an afro.
No. This is a new Frankie Edgar. This is an evolved Frankie.
This is a Frankie.
Yeah, this Frankie Edgar doesn't hit the clubs no more. He hits the gym and only the gym, bro.
It looks like Frankie Edgar's listening to the Baron, sad Baron Corbin. It looks like sad Frankie Edgar in that photo. Come on, bro.
And we're about to get a twist.
I mean, it's 5 minutes on just that main card alone. So much to talk about, but again, when we get there, we'll do a preview here. But just on surface alone, bro, I'm excited. I got goosebumps. I think really Sean Strickland versus Luke Rockhold might be the fight of the night.
I hope so.
So
I honestly feel like Luke Rockhold is going to make a comeback.
Yeah,
I feel it in my bones.
Well, if he beats Sean Strickland, that's a tough guy to beat. So UFC 268. Again, this is right now what we have so far.
AK Bad Blood.
Bad Blood.
I don't care if they're not doing the names. I'm calling it.
Saturday, November 6th, Madison Square Garden. Well, as the weeks go by, we'll have
by the way, what a horrible tattoo by Kobe. Wrestlers have the worst tattoos ever. I swear, these guys, do they get together and just pick out the worst tattoos they can get?
Yeah, probably. All right. We're going to take a small break, come back, and talk about Khabib Nurmagomedov. And sometimes maybe he's just talking a little too much right now. So, well, that's coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
5-round MMA.
Welcome back. Time for round number 2. So, Albert's either the quote-unquote, in many people's opinions, the 155-pound GOAT, or even one of the greatest fighters of all time. Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Not in my opinion.
He's retired, has not going to fight.
Good.
He's making a name for himself as a coach. I think all of his fighters are undefeated. But also he makes a name for himself by, it seems like almost every week there's a quote from Khabib or something. He's reacting or responding to either something going on in the UFC or something happening in the news. I have no idea where these interviews are happening. But it seems like every time on my feed, whenever Conor McGregor says something or does something, there's a response from Khabib. Whenever Tony Ferguson says something or does something, there's a response from Khabib. Even Dustin Poirier on my feed, on my timeline. Yeah. I was like, how many interviews is this guy doing? And I guess he was on Mike Tyson's podcast recently. Most notably, he has bought, I think it was formerly the Gorilla Fighting Championship. Now he's going to rename it the Eagle Fighting Championship in Russia. And he said that I do not want ring girls there because they're quote unquote, or I'm paraphrasing here, the most useless thing in all combat sports. And there's going to be no ring girls here for him.
The disrespect, that son of a...
And he was a guest on Mike Tyson's podcast. And I think he straight up told Mike Tyson to... I don't listen to that podcast, but he said, get the weed out of my face, or I don't want the weed anywhere around me, or in the fast food, right?
The name of the podcast is Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. So it's a play on words, but everyone knows what hot boxing means. And everybody knows that Mike Tyson promotes the Toad, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, go and talk about who actually brought this up as well. That I'm 100% behind.
So UFC newcomer Paddy Pimblett, I guess, right? He was an Irish guy, right? I don't
know. He's my number one fighter right now, dog. He just said what everybody was thinking.
He called Khabib the Karen of MMA now, making everything about it's so easily offended. So Khabib is becoming the Karen now.
Look at this picture of a Paddy, dog.
He said, quote, this is from Paddy, Khabib, became the Karen of the MMA scene, ain't he? See him on the podcast with Mike Tyson the other day. He's going, can you put this fast food away and this weed? Nah, lad, this is Tyson's podcast. He'll do what he wants. Shut up. You've been invited as a guest, lad. Do as you're told, you divvy. I don't know what divvy means, but it sounds pretty insulting to me.
All I know is now that if someone ever calls me divvy, I'm going to get pissed off.
Go to blows or what?
Yeah, he brings up a good point, though. Like, it's his podcast, his house, his ranch, whatever. You got to do some research and know where you're going, right? And then Mike Tyson is obviously a legend, a big thing in the sport. Like, so show some respect. And if you don't want to smoke the weed, then don't smoke it. But I don't understand. I mean, you know what the damn podcast is.
Yeah.
But the part that really gets to me is mentioning about the fast food. Like, I hate when fools like say anything about what I eat, bro. Like,
try to preach to you.
Yeah, don't preach to me, bro. Like, who the hell are you to tell me anything?
So, do you think now, like, when Khabib was fighting, I don't remember any like memorable quotes from him.
Yeah,
he seemed very stoic, very quiet. Didn't cut that many interviews. But now that he's post-retirement, I don't know if he's just looking for stuff to do. But like I said, these quotes are coming up like left and right. Do you think eventually it's going to kind of catch up in the long run, like just ruin his allure and his 100% his aura of being a GOAT? And like, dude, just like he's becoming a Karen now. Quote some fighters are saying that way.
And it
happens a lot with a lot of former people who enter the media, right?
So I'll give you a perfect example. McGregor was 100% in the wrong when he made that tweet about Khabib's dad. And I think everybody knew that. That's why he deleted it right away. But then the whole reason Conor tweeted it was because technically Khabib said something really stupid. Where somehow in some way the reason why Conor's losing is because he's bad and good always beats bad. Like, that is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. This is an athletic competition. The Lakers don't win championships because they are somehow
has some divine presence.
Usually the best athlete wins. That's how it works. That's a stupid thing. And I think I forgot what Conor followed up about something else too that had to do with like also someone lost recently, I think, and they brought up to like, oh, does that mean that he's bad? Oh, when DC lost to John Jones, I think that's what he was referencing. Also, when Jones beat DC, that means DC was bad,
evil, and Jones was good.
Just to show you how stupid that remark really was. And I think I see where he's coming from, but the more he says it, the more you see like, dude, you're saying a bunch of stupid shit too. So don't try to play the good guy character and try to act like your ethics and morals are higher than all the other guys, when in reality what you're saying is really stupid.
What about his no ring girls allowed in his
Dude, look, it's your promotion. I was like, if you want ring girls, cool. If you don't, cool. Like, to tell you the truth, in all honesty, I don't think it really makes a difference.
Don't call me the most useless thing.
But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But don't insult it. Like, it's my promotion. Like, it's like the cheerleaders for Dallas. That's what they're known for.
Laker girls.
Yeah, the Laker girls. Like, they're a form of entertainment. And if it's not your thing, cool. Then be the New Jersey Nets and don't have cheerleaders or something. You know what I'm saying?
Don't have cheerleaders?
I don't know. I just feel when I think of New Jersey Nets, I don't think cheerleaders.
Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, Brooklyn Nets. Sorry, I just showed my age right there. But yeah, it's like there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like there. If anything, have you seen? They used to have like a thing where the girls were competing to be in the Laker girls, or
it's a pretty stiff competition.
That's tough as hell.
It takes a lot of skill.
Yeah. So for someone to say they're used, like, you don't even. First of all, you don't even know. First of all, Ariel, I was about to say Ariel Helwani. What's her name? The main ring girl for UFC.
Ariana Celeste.
Ariana Celeste. That girl, if you go to her social media, she kills it in the gym, bro. She doesn't look like that. She doesn't wake up and look that fabulous, dude. She kills it in the gym. I'm just saying. The point is, that was a stupid comment, like his other stupid comments, but that doesn't mean like you have to have ring girls. If you don't want ring girls, don't get ring girls.
Yeah, true. I mean, don't call them useless.
Yeah,
it's part of the whole package spectacle.
Yeah,
you know, he's like, what do you say? Like, oh, we already know what the number is or what the round is. Just put it on the scoreboard.
I don't know what. I am so hyped up at some of the fights, I forget what round we in.
And then it takes Ariana Celeste to kind of put you back in focus.
Yeah, and that kind of just chills me out. And plus, what's the name? Friend of the show, Adam, the model from Canada.
Former guest on the show, good friend Elias Theodoro.
There we go.
He is the ring
boy
ring boy for Invicta FC.
Yeah,
so.
And I actually love that. Like, what was like, dude? Like,
is he useless? Is Elias Theodoro useless? No, he's not.
It's part of the entertainment.
Yeah, it's ridiculous when Invicta announced him.
But it's so ridiculous. It's cool.
It's funny. Yeah. So shout out to Elias. I know he's not in the UFC right now, but he's definitely keeping busy. So we had him on a couple times. He's a former guest, so like a super fun guy to have on. But yeah, I think that somebody said like Elias Theodoro was like deeply hurt. He said that
he should have been.
So that's it for round number 2. We're gonna come back and talk about the commentator oversaturation. Or I don't know, maybe some people like a 5-man booth. I don't know. So most possibly Michael Bisping signing with the UFC to keep his commentary duties going. That's coming up next.
5-round MMA.
Welcome back. Time for round number 3. It was announced this week that former UFC champion Michael Bisping, who is now a commentator, signed a 4-year deal to return to the booth for select fights for the UFC. I don't know exactly how they split it up, but Bisping's not really the pay-per-view one. I think the pay-per-view team is
it's like
either Dominic Cruz and DC and Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah.
So he does a lot of fighting.
And also, I think they always add, what's his name? The bald guy.
The bald guy?
Skinny guy?
Bro, you lost me, man.
No, he's
bald, skinny guy. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, I know his name. It's slipping me.
A fighter?
Now. No, not a fighter. He's never been a fighter.
John Anik.
Yeah, I'm
not talking about him. I'm talking about like the.
No, but I'm saying he's part of the pay-per-view squad.
Oh yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm not counting him. I'm counting him more of like the fighters and stuff like that. Okay. So basically, I don't count John Anik in anything, bro. So basically, kind of got me thinking about who are some of your favorite commentators and obviously AEW Rampage is making news with their 5-man or 6-man booth. I'm a big fan of, you just need a play-by-play guy, hence John Anik, and a color commentator, whether it be a former athlete or someone who actually does it. You know, I've never been a fan of Joe Rogan's play-by-play or not play-by-play, his color commentary, because I'm not too sure what a person who never fought in the octagon in the cage could bring to it. The insight is what you want for. I want the DCs. I want the Dominic Cruzes. I want the Michael Bispings. And kind of going online here, I bring a lot of comments just because a lot of people hate on Dominic Cruz for some reason.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I think because they think he just sounds too pompous or like a jackass. Or some people, I don't know. I don't know why. I think he sounds smart and knows what he's doing.
He surely can give that out, but I do appreciate the insight he says. I understand, like, as someone that does not compete, he makes it very understandable what's going on.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I honestly think the best, other than right now, the current, if we're doing combat sports, the current best guy, I do think is DC.
I want to see just DC without Joe Rogan, though. I don't like that Joe Rogan tries to get it.
Chimes in.
Yeah. John Attic and DC. Let me just see that for a pay-per-view. Perfect, and let me see what it has. I bet you if those two together, be perfect.
The other thing I was going to bring up before I say who actually I think is the greatest of all time is I like having a second opinion between rounds, and they have a special guy that was like, last fight nights they had Dean Thomas. So they'll be like, oh, yeah, Dean Thomas, how do you think the fight's going so far? I like it just because somehow a guy that's commentating the whole fight in that thing can get a little biased. You know, because
they might miss something.
Yeah, they might see something or start picking something out, or just focus too much on one thing, and then kind of hearing like an outside guy who all he was doing is watching, not really, give his like opinion on it. I like it. So I like if they are gonna put someone more than two, I like having that third person or fourth person be just in between the rounds.
What are you seeing here? Or
exactly.
Is that good what the coach said?
I feel that formula works better.
I like that too.
But once you get to 3 and more, it's like it's more annoying than anything. It kind of takes me out of whatever I'm watching. So I think the perfect number is 2. 3 sometimes work, but if you do want to put in another person, I feel that in between round is where to do it.
Yeah, I think too, the 3-man booth, the chemistry has to be amazing. I think the only time when that really works is the NBA on TNT with Mark Jackson and Van Gundy, because I think they play off each other. You got the coach, you got the player, and also former coach too, Mark Jackson.
But that's so genius because it's technically 2 different outlooks.
Yeah,
right. You got the player. Even though Mark Jackson was a coach, he has a player's mentality and he sees the game differently than Van Gundy, because Van Gundy was just pretty much permanently just a coach, and if not one of the best coaches.
Yeah.
So it gives a different aspect, and it's entertaining, and one picks up something that the other one picks up, or someone like it makes perfect sense when they call a timeout and Mark Jackson says, well, what do you think they're going to go here? And then they said, or like they said, like someone's struggling. Mark Jackson, what do you think about him struggling in the 3-point range? Right?
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
I think so. Even Fox on the NFL, which is Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
That's probably one of the best combos too.
Even when they do the playoffs, it's just John Smoltz and Joe Buck.
Love that one too.
So it's just 2 guys.
Combo, yep.
Or 2 people. I mean, ESPN has a lot of female commentators. 2 people. Yeah, 2 people. I'm sorry, I'm saying guys, but just 2 people.
2 people is perfect. 3, like you said, I think it needs the chemistry. Anything more than that, you don't need.
And I really do think that the only reason why UFC and ESPN keep Anik, DC, and Rogan together is to try and get those stupid little reaction cameras whenever there's a big knockout. I think they have it there. And I really do think that Rogan and Anik and DC, they know it's there now, so I think they overreact sometimes.
They milk it.
Yeah, because actually ESPN tweeted out for this week when Kevin Lee fought, he had a spectacular head kick knockout. One of the best. I forgot what fight it was, and they actually had the camera on Joe Rogan, and he was just kind of, wow, what a great knockout. I mean, one of the best you've ever seen. No crazy yelling or something like that, and that knockout was worthy of a hyper reaction. But I think because DC wasn't there, or John Anik was kind of like into it, but I think now they're more aware of it, and they will do it just for the media bites, the social media bites and hits. But again, I think it's just keep it 2-man.
I agree.
No more for 3. And I actually want to see Michael Bisping just alone with a play-by-play guy. I think whenever they put Bisping in there, he tries to get his stuff in, and it kind of be overcrowding.
Yeah. I
like Bisping. I think just let him do it on his own, and we'll see what happens.
I agree with that. And then real quick before we end the round, props to I never liked Michael Bisping, but props to him. He wasn't known for his ground game, but I think because he had to play catch up on the ground game, he's still fresh in it, that he can do some explanations that I think is valuable than someone that's experienced on the ground and kind of like he just more focused on what's going to happen or something more important. While Michael Bisping can see he play catch up, it's still kind of fresh. So he talks again. It adds to it if you think about it. Yeah. And Michael Bisping is a good commentator.
I know we touched upon it real quick too, but give me your Dave Meltzer 5-star rating on the commentary team and work of Chris Jericho and Mark Henry.
Dude, that's negative.
Mark Henry, negative what?
Dude, Mark Henry needs to just shut up, bro. Like, worst commentator ever.
Jericho's pretty bad.
Jericho's
pretty bad, man.
Ooh, Chris just needs to decide if he's a heel or a face.
He yells all the time.
And I was gonna say, you gotta quit yelling, bro.
Tony Khan, if you're listening, Excalibur and Taz, that's all you need.
And I used to hate Excalibur. Like I did not like watching PWG with the commentary.
It was always goofy. That's
always goofy. I would like to hit the mute button when I watch PWG, but now that you see Mark Henry and Chris and even JR, Excalibur's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Rampage needs to be Excalibur and Taz.
Oh, by the way, all-time favorite commentary for Combat, Frank Mir.
You have been on that for a long time.
I'm telling you,
go back and watch those UFC.
Someone needs to pick up Frank Mir. That guy is... dude, I have never in my life learned more about MMA than when Frank Mir was the commentator.
Yeah, he did those like random I think it was before UFC 100 events, like those in those 50s, 60s range. He was
dude. He was so good. Really good. He was so good to the point where I was like, if he knows the game so well, why does he do it when he fights? Like, yeah, but dude, he was really super good.
All right, we're gonna take a small break. Enter the championship rounds. Albert, it's here. All Out. We're going to spend the rest of the show previewing AEW's All Out. That's coming up next.
5-round MMA.
Welcome back. Time to enter the championship rounds here. So, Albert, we're always thinking about professional wrestling and what AEW kind of equates to WWE in terms of events, right?
Yeah.
Is All Out the WrestleMania? Or is it their SummerSlam? Or is it Double or Nothing the WrestleMania? What is AEW's WrestleMania? What is their pinnacle of events for the year?
I think Double or Nothing is WrestleMania and All Out's Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble?
That's the way I like to think about it. It could be vice versa because Double or Nothing sets up the year, and I feel All Out is like the middle push. But I feel for some reason Double or Nothing was like the first event under the AEW umbrella, so I feel like it has more mystique to it, more history to it, just like WrestleMania did.
Yeah, it was the first big time event.
All Out is, the ugly stepchild of All In,
which is the first ever one. Remember?
Yeah, but it was not under the All. Yeah, it got
wasn't under AEW.
It set everything, but it was not under AEW.
Okay. Well, anyways. All Out 2021 AEW takes place this Sunday, which is going to be September 5th, I believe.
Yep. Sunday.
Wherever, I think it's Fight TV or Bleacher. I don't know where you get it at. Yeah. Pay-per-view. There's so many options now to watch it. You can watch it wherever you normally watch AEW pay-per-views is probably going to be there.
Yeah.
Pretty stacked card, man.
Yeah.
Pretty stacked card. And also rumored debut of Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. And I also wore this shirt, Adam Cole, baby. Because I think he was a free agent officially after this past Friday.
Yeah. No
news or what he's going to do. It's very kept tight-lipped. Young Bucks are trolling. Kenny's trolling. 50-50 shot. Is he going? Give me your pitch. His opinion is Adam Cole AEW bound, and is he going to debut at All Out on Sunday?
I think we're closer to 100%. I feel like the next episode of Being the Elite is going to have something to reference Adam Cole. They've been joking / teasing about them doing a Scions because in the show they technically killed off Adam Cole. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do some kind of ritual thing and, hope that Adam Cole comes back.
I have no idea what you're talking about, by the way.
Yeah, so you have to watch Being the Elite.
Don't. If it's on TV, I'm not going to watch it, bro.
The point is, they're going to set it up on their YouTube show. I feel like it's going to be a screw job for the main event. Adam Cole's going to come out, help out Kenny, and we're going to get the true Elite faction finally with Adam Cole rounding it out.
Yeah, we all heard that he had a meeting with Vince McMahon, Adam Cole. They offered him the world, supposedly. I think he has the opportunity to become this generation Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
whether or not they were able to seduce him or not. Brian Alvarez of Figure 4 Online Wrestling Observer said that it all came down to his Twitch channel, that he's not getting rid of his Twitch channel. And if you think about AEW, all of his friends are there. They just fired Bobby Fish. They broke up the Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
His wife wrestles for AEW. I mean, it all makes sense.
There's just
for
too
him
much,
to go
there's just too much All Elite can offer a wrestler like Adam Cole
right now.
Right now, and here to me, here's the big dilemma why he's not WWE bound. One, they had plenty of chances to call him up, and I think they didn't do it. They were the Undisputed Era was one of the hottest acts at one point. Nothing came about it. They disbanded already. So I don't see any reason for Adam Cole to stay. I feel like whatever they told him, it's empty promises, because they could have done it a long time ago. He had a harder run a while ago than now. And to tell you the truth, at All Elite, he's going to have creative control. He's going to tour around with his wife. He's
go wherever he wants.
He's going to be with his buddies. He has good chemistry with the Bucks. I just don't see why he doesn't go. The only other time I was shocked that they didn't come over was when Anderson and Gallows didn't do it. But after hearing their
still
story,
on AEW.
they ended up there anyways. So I feel like I think Adam Cole is AEW bound.
I think what's getting really lost in this whole like who's going where, a lot of these guys are signing 3-year deals max.
Yeah.
So there's no reason why they can't go back and forth.
Exactly.
Which is great, I think.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see. Just because they sign with AEW now doesn't mean they're going to go back to WWE in the future. Like Moxley could go back to WWE anytime he wants.
Dude, was that 5 minutes?
Yeah, it was 5 minutes.
We talked about was Adam Cole, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. So, again, just because he's signed in one place now doesn't mean he can go back and up his value next time.
Yeah.
So this is good for the wrestlers, because they can, hey, I can go to AEW, look at my merch sales, look at my rating sales. WWE offer me something that's going to make me entice me to come back, or vice versa. Hey, AEW, this is what I did in WWE. These are merch sales, my ratings. Give me some money, right? Mm. So we're gonna go long here. Sorry. You want to cut here? You want to go to the
let's just cut here and then just go over on the next round.
All right. So we got one more round coming up. We're gonna officially look at the card here for AEW All Out coming up next.
5-round MMA.
Welcome back. 5th and final round here. Now we're gonna look at the cards, the matchups for AEW's All Out 2021. Takes place this Sunday, September 5th. I believe I'm getting my days right. Start from the bottom, Albert. Let's start from the bottom here. So one that was announced just recently was Eddie Kingston versus Miro.
Yeah, Frank Miro. I am not excited about that at all. Miro that guy's firing on all. First of all, I don't think Miro gets.
Why? He's going to bury Eddie Kingston. Is that what you want?
Yeah, actually, that's exactly what I want. But before I lose my train of thought, I don't think Miro gets enough credit for being able to keep pivoting his character and having success. I feel that's very hard to do in wrestling, and that's why a lot of wrestlers stay with the same gimmick throughout their whole career. It's when something hits and good, it's difficult to get away from it.
Excuse me, John Cena's been the same character for 20 years.
Exactly, because he can't do anything else.
Roman Reigns had to change every 2 years because he needs to be fresh. Don't you understand that?
Anyways, bro, I think this is the best version of his character, being the God's champion. His promos have been killer. His physique.
He's so believable, dude. He's so believable.
It's so good. So I think he's firing all cylinders. But then again, I'm very happy for him to bury Eddie Kingston. But at the same time, I would like Miro to showcase himself in the biggest show, one of the biggest shows they have at AEW.
You don't think that him and Kingston have good chemistry?
No, I don't
think. Match?
No, I think it's going to be Eddie Kingston throwing a bunch of fake punches, a bunch of fake kicks. Probably not going to sell that well. Probably going to oversell. It's not going to be a 5-star match. I already know it's going to be a 2.5. So I would prefer Miro to have a better dancing partner than Eddie Kingston. I think that match is going to be trash.
Fair enough. Next one, John Moxley versus Kojima.
So it wasn't supposed, the buildup, I think, was not supposed to be Kojima, but instead
Ace, right?
The Ace from New Japan, which I probably would have been more excited to see that matchup, even though I don't like seeing any Moxley matches at all. I thought that was gonna be a better one. I think this one's gonna be what you get again.
Well, I like that the New Japan got the U.S. title off of Moxley because he was doing nothing for it.
Yeah.
And granted, it was the COVID situation, but I'm glad that the titles are there and with them now. They can do what they want with it. Moxley, I'm still this guy. Like this here. Stop right here. This photograph of this guy.
You want to see this?
But this is the starving artist that the WWE held back.
Yeah.
Like this is him at his creative outlet. I don't understand it. This is him with no restrictions, no handcuffs. This is what we get. A guy pretending to be drinking out of a flask and I'm so drunk or hungover right now. Like I'm John Moxley and like that's it. That's the creative thing that you wanted to do that WWE wouldn't let you do.
I prefer
these are the matches that you could have that
in a Bane jacket wearing that mask. Dude, Moxley is such a dud.
I just for me this is
stick to deathmatch, kid. And then, dude, we're getting stinker after stinker. We'll get to the good matches eventually, but we got Paul White, who I was dreading him just walking down the ramp. Did you see how he walked down the ramp?
Yeah. And
he's going to have a match. And we spoke about commentators earlier. He's another horrible ass commentator.
I don't watch AEW Dark, so I don't.
Good, don't watch it, bro. It's you got Big Show, one of the worst commentators. One of the I have never popped for him. Not excited.
Is it me or is QT Marshall quickly becoming the Brutus Beefcake of this generation?
Oh, 100%.
Just because he's best friends with Cody.
That is a good comparison. He is the Brutus Beefcake of AEW.
The only reason why he's here is because he's friends with Cody, right?
Yeah.
He runs his wrestling school.
I'll give QT this. He's getting in better shape. He's showcasing his wrestling a little bit better.
You know what? He's also very well manscaped. Look at his eyebrows. You can tell the line. His beard is completely on point.
He did have hair replacement therapy, so his hair is growing back in pretty good.
He's getting really good at the male grooming.
Yeah, but another this is the bathroom break of the whole card. And then we get to the women's Casino Royale, which I think is
things. But every pay per view they have a battle royale does nothing.
But that's their shtick now. But by the way, Scorpion Sky grabbed the brass ring. What the fuck did that mean?
Now they put him with Ethan Page. I like how they broke up SCU and now all of them are just together in different tag teams now. Like the Elite Hunter so-called is now with Christian Cage appearing randomly on Impact and Kazarian. Christopher Daniels is MIA. And they broke up Scorpio Sky, grabbed the brass ring, and now he's just kind of second crony to Ethan Page.
True.
Casino Battle Royale.
Back to Casino Battle Royale. I think this is where we're going to get our first surprise. I think we're going to get a women star that hasn't been in AEW. If I was I'll tell you who I want and who I think it's going to be.
So I assume it's going to be a combination of NWA, Impact, and AEW women's wrestlers.
But I think we're going to finally see Tessa Blanchard. I think.
Wow. Okay, that's a real stinker there too, bro. So far, I'm not impressed with this.
I'm just saying. I think that's we're finally going to get her. We're going to see a surprise entrance. I don't know who it is. It might even be just what's her name? Matt Cardona's girlfriend,
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green, who just won. She just won the NWA women's tournament, I think. So she has some steam on her. But I bet you anything, this is going to be the first surprise.
Okay.
Then we got finally. We're going to get some good match here. Woo. We got Pac versus... If this is not a 4-star and above, I'm going to be very disappointed.
The bastard Pac.
We got the bastard Pac and Andrade.
Idolo.
Going at it. I think this is going to steal the show. I see potentially this being the best match of the whole card.
Unless Dave Meltzer says something about it. And I think he said... What did he say about the Kenny Omega and Andrade match? That Kenny Omega was trying to have a great match and that Andrade was just trying to have a good match.
Son of
I know, Dave. Come on. I mean, Dave... I love you, Dave.
No, I think this might steal the show. I'm very excited for this matchup. At first, I was a little bit frustrated that we didn't get that much Andrade. I wanted more, and we only got him. We only got a small taste of him, but I kind of like it. It makes the build up a lot more. I don't like the fact that I don't get to see that much of the bastard Pac. But then again, it maybe helps with the build up. But I do think this is going to steal the show.
You know what? That's his choice, though. The bastard Pac shows up when he wants to show up.
Hey, I'm not going to tell the bastard Pac anything.
You think Tony Khan can tell him what to do?
Hell no, dog. And then I feel like Chris Jericho robbed Hangman Page of a spot in All Out.
What's give me the backstage news on Hangman? He's off TV for a while. Is it like a injury, personal reason?
I don't know. I don't know. I just remember the last match he had, he lost to Kenny, and I think that was his last opportunity.
But I think there's a reason why he's off of TV completely. I don't know if it's an injury or some personal reason.
I didn't read up on the dirt sheets on that, but I feel like this was supposed to be Hangman's spot, and they pivot to this final fight.
So again, AEW is a great company. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
And anybody who thinks it's perfect is just a delusional person. Again, Tony Khan tends to get himself in trouble sometimes when he says one thing and they do something other, but he tends to kind of, I never said that. I never said that. Uh-huh. If Jericho wins, is this not 50-50 booking?
It's exactly 50-50 booking. If you look all the way back to the Hell in the Cell to up to here, yeah. But,
the War Games, you mean,
yeah,
right?
War Games, yeah. But I honestly do think he's going to put over MJF. If Chris wins, I'm going to be really upset because, one, like you said, it's going to be 50-50 booking. But then again, it could be Chris Jericho calling the shots here, and all he knows is 50-50 booking.
Yeah.
But I think MJ is going over.
But, okay, maybe it's if Jericho loses, he will never wrestle again, then he'd come back as something else, like a different...
He's going to be a commentator.
No, but I mean, like, I'm no longer I'm the Painmaker now here. Like, that's
I can see that. See that.
And yeah, next one.
The Young Bucks are gonna face. I think it's Rey Mysterio. I was about to say. Phoenix.
Brothers.
Yeah, the Lucha Brothers. Phoenix.
Again,
and,
I have to. Isn't this not a fresh matchup, guys? Have we never seen the Young Bucks versus Lucha Brothers?
It's a sick ass matchup, though.
I mean,
thank
you for giving me the fresh matchups here. This is like the 20th time they wrestle each other.
They always bring down the house. Always,
Again.
It's a good.
I don't care if it be on a house.
It's a good matchup.
AEW, the opportunity for
You're
a different
sick ass spots, bro.
Is this not like Lashley versus Drew McIntyre again? Like how many times? I'm sorry. This is what it is, bro. This is whenever AEW. No, this is long-term booking, right? This is from 2 years ago, right? This is what it is. This is back 2 years of long-term booking. Fresh matchup.
There's some beef here, dog. There's some beef.
Anytime it's long-term booking. That's what it is. It's not 50-50 matchup. It's not just repetitive matches.
You're thinking short-term over there, bro. Either way, I get it. But there's gonna be some sick ass spots.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a sick match for sure.
Come on, bro.
Bucks are going over too.
No, you know what? I think they're losing.
Really?
Yeah, because one of the things. Oh, you know what? I take that back because it makes more sense for Andrade to join them if Penta loses, because then they can be like, "See, told you Pac's holding you back, but when you're Andrade, they're gonna get the goal, and then they'll win." Then we got the women's matchup. I'm on the fence on this one. I'm a big fan of Chris Statlander. I really am. And Britt Baker. I just don't know if the chemistry's there.
Yeah.
But
I think it's gonna be good.
I think you know what? Britt Baker hasn't had a bad match
Once the bell rings, Britt Baker just takes control of it, and she could make, to quote Brock Lesnar, chicken salad out of chicken shit. So
yeah.
Or she could turn chicken shit into chicken salad.
Yeah.
So whatever, how you prefer it.
Oh, and then the big return of CM Punk.
I think they picked the perfect person to welcome him back because Darby Allin is gonna bust his ass for this guy.
Oh, dude, he's gonna make
CM Punk look like an elite striker.
I'm almost a little.
He's gonna make CM Punk look like the hardest puncher in the world, the hardest kicker in the world.
Yeah.
You're gonna think Darby Allin's in there with JBL.
Yeah. It would be interesting.
And those, the lethal lariats and stuff like that.
It would be interesting to see what moveset CM Punk comes out with. If he does do more of an MMA based moveset.
I hope he doesn't.
It'll be it'll be interesting because
he could do in MMA.
We know that he didn't do good in MMA. So for him to do something jiu-jitsu wise or whatever would be kind of weird. But I do think Darby is going to work his ass off in this match.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how they mix together. And I'm more curious to see who goes over.
But it's funny, like, you have to be careful because once you get into that territory of making everybody look good, then you're in that Dolph Ziggler territory.
Yeah.
Where, like, we need somebody to make this guy look good. We need Goldberg's so horrible. We need somebody to make him look good.
Sid and Dolph.
Yeah. Like, CM Punk hasn't wrestled in 7 years. We need somebody to make him look good. Darby Allin, get in there.
That's true.
That's very dangerous territory.
It is. I mean, Chris Benoit took forever to go over because he was that guy too.
Yeah.
So, and then we got the main event.
And now here, if Kenny wins, is this not 50-50 booking against Christian?
It's exactly 50-50 booking.
Or is it long-term storytelling? I'm sorry, it's long-term booking.
But
this is from back when they were both in Canada, right? This is long-term booking?
Yeah, this was a long time ago, dog. But I will say this.
I need to go back and watch the whole All Elite YouTube channels to get the full gas of the storyline.
Where you're seeing the 50-50 booking is on the WWE guys. So I don't know if that's what they know and that's what they're trying to push for. And maybe it's Christian and Jericho doing this 50-50 booking crap. But I do think this is where Adam Cole comes out, screw job, screws over Christian. Kenny retains, and I think it sets up for a future match where he's going to get the TNA belts back.
Adam Cole. No, Kenny.
Or I wouldn't mind Adam Cole going after it.
Okay, now we got one more person we got to talk about here.
Yep.
The American Dragon.
Uh-huh.
He's set to debut. Do you see him, other than just doing a CM Punk, hey, I'm happy to be here, thank you guys, see you next week, or actually some action? Do you think he's going to involve himself physically, or just like,
I'm going to tell you what...
Everybody, yes, I'm here.
I'm going to tell you what I want to happen and what I think. Mm-hmm. What I want is after Darby and CM Punk's match, hopefully Darby's the one that wins. He's over there on Cloud 9, hit Daniel Bryan's music. Darby, CM Punk was in the best role. I'm the best role. Now you have to go through me.
I like that.
It keeps Darby Allin's stock up. Makes it legit contender for Bryan Danielson. And I feel like Bryan Danielson needs to say, we're going to do this in New York for Rampage. And then we're going to see some crazy numbers there. So that's what I want. What I think is going to happen is what you just said. I think we're going to get some kind of backstage or in-between entrance of Daniel Bryan coming out, doing his yes thing. Hey, guys, does a little promo. See you guys in New York.
I don't even think he's gonna do yes. I think that's a WWE thing.
Yeah,
I don't think he's.
Well, okay.
I know. I'm not saying I think he might not. I won't be surprised if he doesn't do that. At all.
Yeah. I wouldn't be. I think he's gonna go back to the Final Countdown.
Yeah.
Tony has been buying a lot of established music, so
which I think it's cool, but then it's also like you're selling yourself short. Like I want an all AEW theme music CD like WWE does, right?
Yeah, but sometimes it calls for it though.
I mean, how many great WWE original themes are in your head now? Again, the Brood. The Brood.
Dude, that shit's sick.
So, and that's Vince owns that. You can sell that. You can buy it, right? So, other than buying an established kind of music, but that's a business thing. That
the point is, I think what's going to happen. He's going to come out, give a speech. We'll see you in New York.
Yeah, I'm hyped for it, man.
Yeah.
I talk crap about WWE. Talk crap about AEW. Both of them are not perfect companies at all. And if you think AEW is a perfect company, you've got some blinders on that I have no idea. Like you're literally just looking through a Tony Khan glasses if you think AEW is a perfect company. But guess what? It's an alternative, and it's great wrestling, and it's another place for workers to work, and that's great, man.
More wrestling, better for us.
More wrestling every day of the week. I got wrestling on, man. I love it.
I would say this though: if that All Out stage isn't different, I'm gonna be a little bit annoyed.
But my Friday nights are now Rampage and SmackDown, bro. That's my Friday nights now. It's great.
Yeah, I love it. I like Monday through Friday. You get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and if you're complaining or you're watching one after the other and you're talking crap about one after the other, you are the biggest mark and you're a loser. Enjoy it, man. Drink it in, man.
Soak it in while you can,
bro.
I don't think it's gonna last. So soak it in.
We're products of the Monday Night War. It was best time ever.
Yep.
So, and this is the only thing I think of is that because it's great, man. I love it. So again, if you're complaining about one or the other or talking crap about one or the other, you're a mark and you are a loser. This is great, man. I love it. Into my veins. Hook it up. Drink it in, man.
Woo!
That's it for this week's show. We went super long over. Thank you to Foxhound Fuel and Wildbar. Go to foxhoundfuel.com. Get yourself either the ready workout during hydration or the post-recovery workout formula powders. Use promo code 5MMA.
I got to eat one right after this.
Wildbar. Nutrition-dense protein bars, food bars. Good energy for you on the go. Go to wildbar.co and enter promo code 5RoundMMA15 for 15% off your order. Keep up to date with us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all at 5 Round MMA. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, like, turn on notifications, leave comments too. I think I'm still waiting for those CM Punk matches to recommend for people, and those promos too as well. That are not the Money in the Bank versus John Cena and not the Pipe Bomb interview as well. Mm-hmm. Those are our criteria. And again, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. Visit 5roundmma.com. We have a great review on Albert's progression using Foxhound Fuel.
Yep.
So if you want to see Albert and how much weight he's lost, with Foxhound Fuel in his regimen, go to 5roundmma.com.
And hopefully I can give some more updates in the near future.
Oh, it's a living document. We're going to give updates. That's it for this week's show. Did I miss anything? I don't think so.
No, that's it.
All out, man. It's going to be great. I think, again, I'm anticipating more returns, excitement. It's going to be great. If you're a wrestling fan, drink it in, man. Albert, what do you got?
Just cheers and thanks everyone for listening.
See you guys next week.
Thanks for tuning in.